G'day, let me show you around Barcelona. First up, let's start with the tallest building in this city, the one behind me, a church, the Sagrada Familia. Well, this is inside the Sagrada Familia, and it's breathtaking the moment you walk in here. I am typically a terrible tourist, but I can tell you that this is quite remarkable. Very quiet, respectful audience, beautiful stained glass, and so much detail from the inside. Now, a couple of things. Photography is fine, video is fine, but I just saw a couple of people pinged for putting their phones on the floor and posing above them with a ceiling in the background, so that is outlawed. Work started on this in 1882, and not by Gaudi. He came in a year later. And since then, it's been under constant construction. It's still not finished. That's not due until 2026. What does it cost you to come in here, I hear you cry? Well, it's about $35 per person. And when you book, you select the time slot, so that obviously everybody doesn't turn up at the same time. And can you pay cash? No. You have to do everything online and with a credit card. But I think one thing that everybody agrees, this place would make a fantastic nightclub. Gaudi devoted 42 years of his life to this magnificent project. And I think if he was still alive, he'd be well impressed.
We're on tour. Do you mind?
This is the original reconstruction of fragments saved from the...
Did you see the one that went?
Oh, hello.
Girls on film. It's a mid-morning, well, it's nearly lunchtime, fruit snack, but in a second I'll be heading out for a drive with a friend of mine here who has a McLaren. So this is your gears.
Yeah, gears, and that it's the setting of the car. So now we're in both sport and sport. Come on.
Jesus. Stop. That's crazy. From our apartment we can see both the church and the Ferris wheel. It's on top of this TV double. And we've come for a drive up here, a very quick one for a portion of it, up that particular stretch of road down there, and it is quite beautiful. Well, the Spanish sure like their churches, and this one is spectacular. Popped up here to Montjuic, where it has this stunning view over the city, but I was intrigued by this pool. This is the diving pool for the Barcelona Olympics, and it would have produced some absolute stunning photos with the city behind those divers as they descended. And behind me here's a nice bar where you can get drinks and snacks. There's my sister-in-law there. Hello. This is the spot you would have had to have stood to get that beautiful background with this diver in the foreground. I would love to have shot this. Next up, we took the cable car up to the top of Montjuic to have a look at an old castle with some super views over the port. And then it was a trip on the funicular across the port, passing by some impressive cruise ships. We're up here at Park Guell, and I've been told this is the place to come. I'm not much of a tourist, but let's go and have a quick look. The walk around the place is beautiful, it's very quiet. A number of people in here today, but it's not overrun. And I think it cost us about $18 per person for entry into the park. And I think all these people with their dogs would be locals on complimentary passes. Now, Gaudi is responsible for most of what you see in this park, and there's so much detail. It's quite magnificent, and that's something that every visitor to this park will no doubt pick up on. This place reminds me of a gingerbread house. Well, we're here in Barcelona on the water, and we've come to this restaurant, Merendero de la Mar, which is something to see. And there is, thank you. Oh, gracias. And there is lots of seafood on offer here, but I'm not going to have seafood. Instead, I'm having ravioli. The service here is a lot better than next door, where she was quite rude to us. So we let our couple of €100 walk out the door to here. Well, I had the ravioli with the cheese and the nuts inside and some prawns. I thought it was excellent. I would give that 8.1 out of 10. Having enjoyed a beautiful lunch, we thought we'd top it off with some nougat ice cream. We had this the other night down at the W, one of the restaurants below there. So it's about a 2-kilometre walk and very pleasant. And just to my right, there's a whole lot of America's Cup boats out there practicing for the upcoming America's Cup race. Well, my son's just pointed out that this is actually a nude beach. It's about 500 metres from the W, but clearly the nudists are in the minority by a long way. Food-wise, one thing you do have to try, if you like ham, is the local Iberico ham. It comes from the black pig. And the best ham, I'm told, is this one down here, and that one will set you back about $800. We've ended up with this one here, which is 33 US for 80 grams. Well, this is the ham in question. Very oily. It's beautiful. Texture-wise, it's a little rubbery, but extremely sweet. Is it worth that money? I'm not sure, but it's certainly some of the finest ham that I've ever eaten. For those of you who follow my F1 stuff, you'll be interested to know that this place has been recommended numerous times by George Russell's trainer, Aleix Casanovas. He is a Barcelonian and he has implored me to come here and try the food. Now, it is very local and I'm a little nervous, but if he says it's that good, I think I owe it to him to have a crack.
Welcome to Bar del Pla, guys.
Well, this must be a popular place because there's a line out the door. So we've started off and ordered some ham, some cannelloni, some potatoes, anchovies, and a couple of other things. But I couldn't talk to you in there, it's just way too loud. Service is good, noisy, yes, and hopefully fantastic food. Well, very impressed with the food tonight, and if you love a noisy, buzzy place, you will absolutely love this joint. And if you're asking my recommendations, I'd go with the potatoes, 2 serves, and the picanha. But everything was good. A local digestive from a bottle with absolutely no label. There is no clues. Well, it's a bit like ouzo or sambuca. Oh, it's not bad. I don't mind that at all. And it's a gift from the staff. And we finished off with a millefeuille and an orange flan. I wouldn't get the orange flan again, but I'd ordered 2 of the millefeuille, very crunchy pastry with some lovely cream. So what do I give that meal? I'm going to give that 8.2 all over.
Adiós, muchas gracias por venir, chicos.
Well, 4 of us ate very well for $150, and it wasn't a tourist trap, and that's what I loved about it. The staff, that young lady, sensational. So I highly recommend that for a feed for you. And it's in the Gothic Quarter. A couple of days ago we saw these little cabins being set up here in the main street. And so today they've got a less signage on it. Turns out it's fireworks night on the 23rd of June, so we've now stocked up. Can't wait.
That is St. Juan's Day and all people throw fireworks.
Well, we're dining out tonight, and I wanted to take you to this beautiful Italian restaurant called Harry's, except we booked for 2 instead of 7, but we wound up here at Gala, and the decor is amazing. Now, we're dining indoors, but there is also an outdoor area. My gosh, look at that. That is spectacular. Well, we decided now to move outside because we couldn't get much service inside, and I think it's much nicer out here. Well, 90 minutes later, we've left, and I can tell you that the cod Nobu style was stunning. One of my best meals this year. Service a little lackluster, not rude, but would have liked a bit better. And atmosphere fantastic. I recommend it. Barcelona is definitely my favourite city in Europe, especially having spent 3 weeks in this gorgeous apartment. And remember, you can get online at kimellman.com right now to order one of these amazing bucket hats. Thanks for watching.
And stay passionate.